I recently visited a thriving co-working space where local entrepreneurs are connecting, boosting productivity, and growing their businesses. Let's take a look. I'm here with Odeen Domingo, the co-founder of Co+Hoots and the Co+Hoots Foundation. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now we've highlighted Co+Hoots before on the show. We'll continue to do that. So we're here to talk about a really exciting program. What is it?
Yes, it's the Co+Hoots Foundation's Co-Exchanges program. At the Co+Hoots Foundations, we are a nonprofit and we have a number of initiatives, one of them being the Co-Exchanges program, which is to really highlight Phoenix. That was where it started, to really highlight Phoenix as an entrepreneurial hub, whether it's sending our entrepreneurs here from Co+Hoots to either a domestic city in the US or even somewhere around the world internationally, which we've done already before in September with you in Catania, Italy, which was a very exciting trip. And also we now have entrepreneurs coming from other places to here to Phoenix to kind of highlight Phoenix and to show that there's things happening in Phoenix, and so that when they experience Phoenix and give back to what they're doing here in Phoenix, whether that's workshops or speaking engagements, and to share their knowledge with entrepreneurs here and just the Phoenix community in general, to take that with them to wherever they're from and really just blow it up in their networks and tell them what we're doing here in Phoenix, and we're really doing something different than really what anyone else in the world isn't doing.
Right. Now let's go back to the Catania trip that you mentioned in September of 2014. It was part of a Sister Cities trip. I was honored to help bring some of the great entrepreneurs, co-founders of Co+Hoots. Of course, it was privately funded and part of the Sister Cities program. What do you think the entrepreneurs here from Phoenix, from Co+Hoots in particular, got out of that trip?
First off, what we got off is that Phoenix is really supporting us. Even before we went to Italy, Councilman, you did a tremendous job helping us fundraise for the trip. We are sponsors with APS, AT&T, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona. It was perfect. Without you and without our sponsors, we weren't able to go to that trip. Now, off that trip, we were able to just really open our eyes to how business is done in Italy or in Catania specifically. And from there, we've continued to dialogue with those entrepreneurs, and we're going to be able to bring at least 2 more entrepreneurs from that group to Phoenix, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
We're going to put them up in an apartment at Cityscape Residences, courtesy of Red Development, who's also another sponsor. Which is fantastic.
Now, Red Development, just as Odeen just mentioned, is offering a 2-bedroom suite. Really, it's a beautiful apartment there at Cityscape for this program, so that when these entrepreneurs do come to Phoenix, whether it's from a domestic city from the United States or from Italy or from somewhere else around the world, this is where they'll be staying, right? So this is another big sponsor that is helping with this project, so congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. The apartment's beautiful, has a nice view of downtown. It's right on the floor where they have a private pool. When they come here, they would see exactly not exactly what Phoenix is about, what Phoenix can offer, which is tremendous.
Odeen, tell me about the core initiatives of Co+Hoots.
Yeah, besides Co-Change the World, which we've been talking about, which is a Co-Exchange program, we also have 3 other initiatives, which is Empower Success, which is really promoting the for-profits and nonprofits in our entrepreneurial community, specifically those who work in Co+Hoots and with Co+Hoots. And then we have Co-Build Community, which is, Co+Hoots Foundation is a nonprofit, but we also want to help nonprofits become a better business, because a lot of them think of themselves as an organization. We want them to think of themselves as a business so that they're able to thrive. And the other one is Tap Talent Early, which is a lot of our workshops that we do with young children to kind of teach them about whether it's entrepreneurialism, teach them how to code, teach them that there's other ways, of doing things in the economic world, because there's, as you know, that world is changing, and we want to have them grow up in a way where they're able to navigate through that successfully.
Absolutely. The website?
We have a couple websites. It's Co+Hoots.com, where you can find Co+Hoots and find out about the Co+Hoots Foundation, and then coexchanges.com is about the Co-Exchanges program.
Right, right. Now, we have an entrepreneur here, right? A very impressive entrepreneur that is the first co-exchanger. And I know the plans to bring Italian entrepreneurs here is in the works. But right now, we have a really special person from the United States, from LA, who's here. Tell me about him.
Yeah, his name is Matthew Manos. He's doing tremendous things. He's doing business in a way no one's doing business before. He has a web design agency, really just a design agency, do a number of design projects. But he started it when he was a teen, and now he's grown it to 80 or so employees, and he's only in his mid-20s.
Wow.
Because what he's doing is giving 50% of his work to pro bono. That's 50% of his work free.
Yeah.
And with that, he's gotten a lot of pub for that. He's gotten a lot of clients because of that. And so recently, the Huffington Post named him one of 7 millennials who are changing the world,
Wow.
which is fantastic. And for
Absolutely.
someone like him to come here to Phoenix as our first co-exchanger, it's very exciting to be able to be a part of that and to be able to grow that organically. We just asked him to come, told him what we're doing this week. This week is Pro Bono Week, which is obviously relates back to him and what he's doing, and which is so for him to come here for that is very, very exciting.
I got to tell you, Domingo, it's a perfect match. You describe Matthew Manos. You look up Co+Hoots, check them out online, or come by, and you just describe Co+Hoots as well. You have a group of people that are interested in helping to change the world. In fact, you will see those words on the website. And part of the mission is to help change the world. So it is very exciting to have Matthew here. And it's so exciting to have you here, to have Co+Hoots here. And anything we can do, anything I can do, but really anything we can do at the city to support, we want to support. So why don't we go ahead and meet Matthew?
Yes.
Now that we've told you all about the Co-Exchanges program by Co+Hoots, let me introduce you to the first co-exchanger, Matthew Manos from Los Angeles. Now, Matthew, you were named one of the 7 millennials by Huffington Post that will change the world, which is amazing. Now, you're a young man and you're in your mid-20s. What does that mean to you?
Well, it's a little bit terrifying because I have to do my best. But yeah, it's very exciting. It's really exciting to get recognition for the kind of work that we're doing at verynice. We've been sort of recognized as a leader in the pro bono movement, especially amongst small businesses.
Okay.
It's something I'm definitely championing and working hard towards.
Tell us about verynice.
Yeah, so verynice, we're a global design and innovation consultancy that gives half of our work away for free to nonprofit organizations.
Now, you recently have written a book called
How to Give Half of Your Work Away for Free.
That's right. Now, look for it. You recently just put out your 2nd edition, correct? And that's part of why this Phoenix trip is so important to you. So this co-exchanges program is a pretty good idea, right?
That's an amazing idea.
Yeah, and it brought you here. Tell me about your experience so far.
Yeah, it's been great. I've been to Arizona quite a bit in the past. My brother actually went to Arizona State, and my parents are actually planning to retire here. But I have to honestly say I've never been to downtown Phoenix. And what's been really amazing is seeing it's very much in a growth spurt.
Right.
I've been riding the light rails, been going to different restaurants, feeling kind of the buzz of the community really growing. It's been really inspiring and exciting.
As an entrepreneur, now we have a lot of work to do, and that's exciting too, because everyone is in it together. But as an entrepreneur, what are your thoughts on the city of Phoenix in general?
It feels like a sandbox, to be honest, and the people I've met here really are dedicated to building culture here. I think that's the main thing I've noticed, and it seems like the main opportunity is really how can we define the identity of Phoenix, and how can we really build that community here and keep it home. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's exciting.
it is.
So Matthew, you talked about the name of your book and what verynice does. How do you give half of your work for free?
Yeah, so over the years we've developed a business model where we actually bring on and collaborate with a lot of volunteers on a per project basis to help us work with our nonprofit clientele. We've worked with over 350 different organizations from all across the world, 40 different countries. And it's been really incredible and really amazing to watch this grow.
Well, that is amazing. What's the website for those who want to check it out?
Yeah, so it's verynice.co is where you can find more about Very Nice, and then the book, of course, is free at
Oh, wow.
givehalf.co.
Go figure. Right?
Yeah, hard to write about giving stuff away and then charge for it.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Thank
You're doing
you.
some great things for the entire world.
Thank you.
Certainly our country and our city right here in Phoenix. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it, Matthew.
Thanks.